This is the 2026 Ram 2500, and this is the 2026 Ford F-250 Super Duty. Both are built to work hard, both can tow serious weight, and both are made for people who need more than a regular truck can offer. But which one is actually better? The answer might surprise you. Let's put them side by side. This is the 2026 Ram 2500, a heavy-duty truck built for towing, hauling, work, and everyday driving. And this is the 2026 Ford F-250 Super Duty, one of America's best-known heavy-duty trucks, built to handle big jobs without breaking a sweat. At first, they look like two very similar trucks, big, powerful, and built to work. But the differences start showing once you look closer. So let's compare them one thing at a time. Exterior. Let's start with the outside. This is the Ram 2500. It's big, it's wide, and it has a bold front end. The large grille immediately tells you this isn't a small job truck. The body looks strong. The stance looks serious, and depending on the trim, the Ram can look either rugged or surprisingly upscale. Ram Advantage, a bold design that can look both tough and premium. Ram Disadvantage, its huge size can make tight parking lots and narrow streets a real pain. Now, the Ford F-250 Super Duty. The F-250 looks tough from every angle. The grille is massive, the front end is tall, and the body has that classic Super Duty appearance. It doesn't try to hide what it is. It's a heavy-duty work truck. Ford Advantage, a strong, unmistakable truck design with plenty of road presence. Ford Disadvantage. Its huge size can be intimidating for drivers who aren't used to heavy-duty trucks. So, what's the difference? The Ram looks powerful and polished. The Ford looks powerful and purposeful. One says, "I can work hard." The other says, "Bring me the big job." But the real battle isn't outside, it's under the hood. The Ram gives buyers different ways to get serious power. You can choose a gas engine, or go with the available diesel if heavy towing is your priority. In simple terms, there's plenty of muscle here. Whether you're pulling a trailer, carrying equipment, or heading up a steep road, the Ram is built for it. Ram Advantage. Strong engine choices, including a powerful diesel option for serious towing. Ram Disadvantage. The more powerful versions can cost significantly more to buy and operate. Now, the Ford F-250 Super Duty. Ford also gives you several engine choices. You can keep things simple with a gas engine, or step up to one of Ford's powerful diesel options. And the high-output diesel is built for buyers who need serious pulling power. You don't buy an F-250 because you want something ordinary. You buy it because the job is big. Ford Advantage. A wide range of powerful engines for different types of work. Ford Disadvantage. Choosing the right engine can get confusing if you're not familiar with heavy-duty trucks. So, what's the difference? Both trucks have serious power. Both offer gas and diesel choices, and both can handle jobs that would leave a normal pickup struggling. But power doesn't matter if the truck can't put it to work, so let's talk towing. This is where things get serious. The Ram 2500 is built to pull heavy trailers, boats, campers, equipment, work trailers, you name it. With the right setup, the Ram can handle a massive amount of weight. Ram Advantage. Excellent towing ability with strong diesel options. Ram Disadvantage. Maximum towing depends heavily on the exact configuration. Now, the Ford F-250 Super Duty. Ford built the F-250 around towing. The truck offers powerful engines, a strong frame, and technology designed to make pulling a trailer easier. And when you choose the right configuration, the F-250 can tow an enormous amount of weight. Ford Advantage. Excellent towing capability and a strong focus on trailer technology. Ford Disadvantage. The most impressive towing numbers require very specific configurations. So what's the difference? Both can pull serious weight. But Ford has built the F-250's reputation around heavy-duty towing. If your truck spends most of its life pulling a trailer, the F-250 deserves serious attention. But towing isn't the only thing these trucks have to do. What happens when you spend hours sitting behind the wheel? The Ram has a big advantage here. The cabin can feel surprisingly comfortable. The seats are large, there's plenty of room, and higher trims can feel almost like a luxury vehicle. You could spend hours behind the wheel and forget you're driving a heavy-duty truck. Ram Advantage: one of the most comfortable and upscale cabins in the heavy-duty truck class. Ram Disadvantage: the really luxurious experience comes at a much higher price. Now, the Ford F-250. The Ford focuses more on practicality. There's plenty of room, the controls are easy to understand, and higher trims can also become very luxurious. But even the expensive versions still feel like serious work trucks. That's not a bad thing, it's just a different approach. Ford Advantage: a practical cabin that can also become very luxurious in higher trims. Ford Disadvantage: lower trims can feel more basic compared with a highly equipped Ram. So, what's the difference? The Ram tries harder to feel like a comfortable daily vehicle. The Ford feels more focused on the job. But there's another area where modern trucks have changed the game: technology. The Ram is a big truck, there's no getting around that. But from behind the wheel, it can feel surprisingly comfortable. The seating position gives you a great view. The ride is calm, and the cabin keeps you away from a lot of road noise. Ram Advantage: comfortable enough to use as both a work truck and a daily driver. Ram Disadvantage: it's still huge, especially in crowded cities and parking garages. Now, the Ford F-250. The F-250 also works as a daily driver, but you always know you're driving a heavy-duty truck. It's tall, it's wide, and it's built around capability. For someone who needs a truck every day, that's a good thing. Ford Advantage: excellent visibility and a strong feeling of confidence on the road. Ford Disadvantage: its size can make everyday city driving less convenient. So, what's the difference? The Ram tries harder to feel like a comfortable daily vehicle. The Ford feels more focused on the job. But there's another area where modern trucks have changed the game: technology. The Ram offers a large center screen. You can use navigation, music, phone calls, and other everyday features. Higher trims add even more technology. The cabin can feel surprisingly modern for such a serious work truck. Ram Advantage: a strong mix of technology and comfort. Ram Disadvantage: the best features are usually reserved for more expensive trims. Now, the Ford F-250 Super Duty. The story is similar. The base truck is more affordable than the high-end versions, but once you add powerful engines, luxury, and towing equipment, the price can climb quickly. Ford Advantage: a wide range of configurations makes it easier to build a truck around your actual needs. Ford Disadvantage: it's very easy to spend a lot more than you originally planned. So, what's the difference? The Ram gives you a more premium experience. The Ford gives you a huge range of work-focused options. Neither is cheap, but neither is designed to be. These are trucks built for people who need serious capability. A heavy-duty truck can take a lot of punishment, but that also means maintenance matters, especially if you tow heavy loads regularly. Take care of the Ram, follow the maintenance schedule, and it can be a long-term work partner. Ram Advantage: built for serious work and heavy towing. Ram Disadvantage: heavy-duty trucks can be expensive to maintain, especially with diesel power. Now, the Ford F-250. The same basic rule applies. It's designed to work hard, but a truck this powerful needs proper maintenance. If you use it for heavy towing, regular service becomes even more important. Ford Advantage: a long history as a heavy-duty American work truck. Ford Disadvantage: repair and maintenance costs can become significant as the truck gets older. So, which one should you buy? Choose the 2026 Ram 2500 if you want serious towing power, a comfortable cabin, and a truck that feels almost like a luxury vehicle when properly equipped. The Ram is the better choice if you want work capability plus comfort. Now, choose the 2026 Ford F-250 Super Duty if you want a truck built around serious work, heavy towing, and a huge range of configurations. The F-250 is the better choice if maximum capability is your priority. So, the Ram 2500 is about power and comfort. The F-250 is about power and work. One feels more luxurious, the other feels more purpose-built. But both are serious American trucks. Now, it's your turn. Would you take the Ram 2500 or the Ford F-250 Super Duty? Drop your choice in the comments. And if you enjoy simple side-by-side truck comparisons, subscribe for the next one.